I feel like a lot of people, part of why they move fast is from a place of sometimes a false sense of urgency, but sometimes also a real sense of urgency. You know, some people gotta get to the bag in order to sustain the lifestyle they're trying to live. Um, I imagine that's when integrity matters the most.
Shit, let's just say selling drugs. It's an understood reason why people do it. Um, but if you consider the harm that it's doing, it's probably not the best way to get to where you're trying to go. So like, yeah, it does cover the responsibility aspect of it, but I don't think it always has to. It's like readjusting what the reality that you think you should have is, because like people trying to get to like the life they're trying to live, that doesn't, like, the life they're trying to live might not even be in tune
Mm-hmm.
with reality. We was talking earlier about like how people, like $1 million might be the real threshold. Like after that, to get more, you have to start like letting go pieces of yourself. Like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like, yeah, the lifestyle that people might be wanting to live in could be off base, but that's why we were also discussing having a clear sense of what success actually is to you, so that you know the limit that you're willing to take yourself, or the limit that you're willing to take opportunities, quote unquote, or all money ain't good money. I guess that's the key of what I was trying to say there. Like, all money ain't good money, bro. And people like sacrifice themselves for the money, and at that point, you can't even really enjoy it because you're not even yourself. You just got money now.
Yeah, and I think I want to lift up two words in what you said in that, right? Responsibility and success. I think a lot of us, we aim for success, we shoot for success, but we often underestimate or undervalue how much we have to be responsible for what that success is, what it took to get to that success, what impacts that success had. And I know for you, responsibility is huge because when you think about the journey you're on, it's not only for yourself, you're building a community. How are you balancing, like, do you feel responsible for that community, that collective success? How do you get other people to buy into it, you know?
Responsible responsible for their success, but only to a it's that still has limits. And it's like the natural limit that I think people should have. Cause like someone's success really not, like, that's the deal that a label is gonna give you. The label, when they sign you, they're saying we're gonna make you successful if you do these things.
Mm,
I don't want that responsibility for anybody's success. But I do want to make sure they have the tools to get to whatever level of success they're looking for. And if I have them, or if anyone, if I know people, or if those people are in my network, there's no reason not to make that connection.
yeah, no, 100%. I think the labels, to some extent, get into the divide between responsibility and accountability, right? And yeah, I mean, if the label signs that contract with you, responsibility actually falls into some weird places. Like, it isn't always clear who's responsible for your success in that way. And I think from the artist standpoint, we want to always, like, I would want to say that, like, yo, that success is mine.
Right.
I put in that talent, I put in that work, right? Um, I should then also be reaping the rewards that comes with that responsibility and that talent.
I mentioned earlier the label deal that came to me in high school, and it was that was the thought that I had to deal with. It's like, up to that point, whatever success that was, to where at least I'm able to record whenever I want, as long as I'm not at school, other than first period, because I was definitely recording music in first period. But outside of that, everything that I'd done up to that point for even a local label to hear of me, they wanted to own the stuff that I created in my room.
Mm,
That don't make sense to me. See what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a it's a trade to get pushed, but I don't want to give up the part that I actually own. Like, there is a bit of pride in the fact that I came up with these lyrics on the bus ride home from work. or from school, and I also have the equipment at home. So as soon as I get home, I can actually set it up and test this idea, and then finish that idea over however long it takes, and then put it out myself, and people enjoy and consume it, and then I get that fulfillment of the listener actually understanding me better. Just as we was talking about earlier, it's like that's a full cycle of things that happen all within my own room for the most part. So for somebody to have ownership over that, it'll never make sense to me. There's no reason somebody should have ownership of it. Have ownership over the marketing aspect. That's something that makes sense. But over the creation of it, that's the whole idea of giving up your masters. Can't have somebody owning the thing that I put together myself. It makes no sense.